Hi, this is Alice. I'd like to show you the iOS version of my new app, 90 Days in Schengen Planner. Here it is running on my iPad. When you open it for the first time, there's a short introduction which explains how to use everything, or you can skip it if you want. You can see it again from the help screen. I've got detailed help if you want it. Show intro again. You can see the intro which tells you about all the buttons in the app, so you can skip that again and then put in a trip here. So let's say the 13th of September to the 20th, and you can enter a name. You could put Madrid if you wanted. Okay, let's put in another trip, and so let's go forward. If you want to go forward a long way, you can use this spinner and go into, well, wherever you like really. Let's put it in 2024, let's say July 2024, and then the exit date, let's stay for a month, put August. If you don't have to have trip names, you can just put don't show trip names, and then this one disappears, but it's still stored. You can go to the menu and show trip names again. There it still is. Hide it again so you don't have to tick the box every time that says leave blank. So we've got two trips. This is 8 days and this is 32. The count is still 32 here because these trips are too far apart to be in the same 180-day window. So let's put in a trip in between, see what happens. You can insert a trip wherever you like. Let's insert a trip in the past. So it's blocked off from when your first trip is. You don't want to accidentally make your trips overlap. So let's go back to June and put in a trip from the 1st to the 4th of June. There we go. So that one's 4 days. So now you see that your count has changed to 12 days for those two trips, and it also tells you that that window goes until the 27th of November because that's the 180 days starting from the 1st of June. But by the time you move on to another trip, you've got a different window. It will also tell you, see if you make your trip far too long. If we change the exit date to 22nd of December, you can see you've now got 101 days, which you can't have under the 90-day rule, of course, so that's come up in red, and it now tells you that you've overstayed. And you can say, well, how long could I stay? I could stay maybe till the 8th. No, it's only 87 days, so you can figure out exactly how long you can stay in the whole year, or whatever time period you like. You can look at just your past trips, or you can look at just your current and future trips, or you can look at all of the trips you've got there. You can delete the ones that are in the past. Obviously you don't necessarily need them anymore. You can also use the menu to automatically clear trips which are more than 180 days old, so they don't count anymore. You can clear the whole trip list. You can change the date format so that you can use the American style of dates with the months before the days. You can change the font size if you can't see the screen very well, which is more useful for the iPhone. If you've got a small iPhone, you can make the text bigger. You can write feedback, so you can always contact me if you have a problem. The app has been tested on iPhones and iPads, as well as on the on-screen simulators on the Mac and on real people's phones. And of course it's been tested by Apple. They wouldn't have let it onto the App Store if it didn't work properly. But if you have any problems, then don't hesitate to contact me. You can go on to the feedback and there's contact developer, and then you can send me an email and I'll reply to any questions you may have. You can look at the totals if you want to see when a 180-day window starts and finishes. So today's the 5th of September, and you haven't used any days in the last 180. In the next 180 you have 87 days planned, and you can see that the window started on the 10th of March, and if you instead were to start your window today and look forward, then you've got until the 2nd of March. If there's not enough room on the screen, which again is more of a question on a small iPhone, you can press this view button to shrink up the buttons so that you've got more of the screen to look at your list of trips. Going back again, you can look at privacy policy if you want, but there isn't really a privacy issue because I don't collect any of your data. It's all completely private to you, and it's backed up in your own iCloud space, so you can get it back if you change devices or need to uninstall and reinstall for any reason. Okay, so any questions, then don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.